Everyone, and welcome back to Storytime with Gunner. And today we're going to be reading two books. We're going to be reading Little Miss Shy. I really love these books. And we're going to be reading this. This is a book I actually used to read, and I completely forgot about it, and then I remembered it when my mom showed it to me, who is over there. But she's not really getting ready. So, anyway. So guys, the first book we're going to start off with is Little Miss Shy. Little Miss Shy just couldn't help it. Being shy, that is. She was terribly, desperately shy. She was so shy it hurt, which is what they call painfully shy. If any time at all, anyone at all said anything at all to her, she blushed as red as a beet. She lived all alone in a little house quite a long way from where you live. In fact, quite a long way from where anybody lives. Thimble Cottage. Sounds like a nice place. Little Miss Shy was so shy, she just couldn't bring herself to leave her little cottage. She never went shopping. Well, then how'd you buy the house? Okay, that wasn't. Oh my god. Okay, anyway.
You can do that. You be you.
The thought of walking into a shop and asking for something was absolutely terrifying. So she grew her own food in the garden of Thimble Cottage and lived a very quiet life. Where'd you get the food from? Where? The only place I know to get stuff like that is to go shopping. Apparently... What? I'm just confused. So she grew her own food in the garden of Thimble Cottage and lived a very quiet life. Very, 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 very quiet indeed. Little Miss Shy, who was having breakfast in the kitchen of Thimble Cottage, dove under the table in terror. But it was only the postman knocking at the door. "Anybody home?" he called. Little Miss Shy, under the table, put her hands over her ears and shut her eyes. She must be out, thought the postman to himself, and pushed a letter through the mail slot in the front door, and walked away. Little Miss Shy waited, and waited, and waited, until the sound of his footsteps had died away. And then she waited some more. Goodness gracious. In fact, she spent most of that day under her kitchen table. That's not healthy. Anyway, it was dark by the time Little Miss Shy dared to come out. There it was on the floor, the very first letter she'd gotten in her whole life. She opened it cautiously. It was from Mr. Funny. "You are invited," said the letter, "to a party." It went on. "On Saturday," it said. "At 3 o'clock, it added. It's gonna be fun, fun, fun." Little Miss Shy was horrified. She looked at the letter again. "I can't go," she thought. "I can't. There will be people there. People! In the whole wide, I swear, I can't speak. In the whole wide world, there was absolutely nothing that frightened Little Miss Shy as much as the thought of people! She worried about it all night long. But the following morning, she made a decision. "I'll have to go," she thought. It wouldn't be polite not to. But 5 minutes later, she changed her mind. And 5 minutes later, she changed her mind back again. But 5 minutes later, guess what happened? That's right, she didn't sleep that night at all. No, I was honestly expecting her to change her mind again. The following day was Friday, and that Friday, Little Miss Shy changed her mind 144 times. What? That's how many 5 minutes there are in a day. She was going to the party. She wasn't going to the party. She was going to the party. She wasn't. She was. She wasn't. She was. She wasn't. She was. It was a long day. And that Friday night was even worse than Thursday had been. Or the Thursday night had been. She didn't sleep a wink. Not even half a wink. Not even like a... I can't do that. Okay. Saturday morning came and went. Saturday lunchtime came and went. Little Miss Shy just couldn't eat a thing. 1 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. 2 o'clock in the afternoon came and went. And 3 o'clock, the party time came. Now what do you think it did? It went. Poor Little Miss Shy didn't go. She couldn't. She just sat there. A tear rolled down her cheek. Oh, I wish I wasn't so shy. She sobbed. 4 o'clock came. There was a loud knock at the door. Little Miss Shy hid behind her chair. The door opened. Guess who it was? And in walked Mr. Funny. I knew you wouldn't come, he laughed, looking at her behind the chair. So, he went on, I've come to take you. Little Miss Shy blushed and blushed and blushed. Come on, Mr. Funny, taking her by the hand. You'll enjoy it once you're there. And he marched the blushing little lady off to the party. Everybody was there. At first, Little Miss Shy didn't feel very well. But everybody talked to her, and everybody was very nice, and gradually, the longer the party lasted, bit by bit, little by little, eventually, guess what happened? You can kind of see it, but it says she stopped blushing, and actually started to enjoy herself. Told you so, laughed Mr. Funny. She was having the time of her life, and only blushing a little bit. And do you know whom she met at the party? Mr. Quiet. I used to be shy like you, he said. Little Miss Shy looked at him. I don't believe you, she could look, and then she had a thought. Would you like to come to Thimble Cottage for tea tomorrow? Mr. Quiet looked at her. Me? He said, blushing like a beet. Tea? He said, blushing like 2 beets. Tomorrow? He said, blushing like a whole bunch of beets. And then he fainted. And that's the end of this book. This book is really good. I'm going to read one more, probably. So, this is the book I just read, and we're going to read another one. Okay. Next book. It's this thing. I don't even think it fits in the entire... There we go. I'm like, I don't even think that actually fit in the entire camera. Anyway. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be... goodness, this book is falling apart.
It's a well-read book.
Yeah, we might need another copy. Like, it's falling apart. A long time ago, in a town, I don't think I can hold this up because, like, it's a heavy book. A long time ago, in a town not too far from here, there lived 2 brothers. One brother was called Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop. The other brother was called Bob. Just reading. They were brothers, and therefore they shared the same last name. But when anyone tried to call Bob Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop, Bob would always say, please, call me Bob. I just find it funny that one of them is named Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop, and the other one's just named Bob. Just Bob. Oh, and if someone happened to say, and you must be his brother, Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop would always say, please, call me Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop. As you might imagine, the way these 2 brothers felt about their names was very similar to how they felt about many things. Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop liked things formal and fancy, and felt that made it special. Bob liked things simple and friendly, and felt that made them nice. Larry Van Dykel Johannes von Sloop and Bob were both really great bakers. Awesome bakers. Fantabulous because they can bake just about anything. And after years of practice, they were ready to open a bakery. Bob said to Larry, "Been to go join us for soup." I don't know if I'm gonna say it with that accent every time, but I might. But hey, Larry, been to go finish. I don't even know what it is. Hey, Larry, been to go join us for soup. Would you like to open a bakery? Larry, been to go join us for soup. But Bob's baking was simple and plain, and he told me so. So the two brothers decided they would each open their own bakeries. Now here's something I want to pop down on the page. If I remember correctly, this guy is my favorite. Bob.
Bob?
Yeah. Okay, you can say it. When Larry came to cook his open his bakery.
Make sure you speak up so they can hear you.
Sorry. When Larry Bendico Johannes von Sloop opened his bakery, he decided he would only bake the finest of cakes, elaborate cakes, eye-popping cakes, very fancy schmancy cakes. They would have decorations that were like art. People would comment that they were like the finest paintings they had ever seen. Unfortunately for Larry Bendico Johannes von Sloop, they tasted like paintings too. I don't care how they taste, Larry Bendico Johannes von Sloop would say. I want people to be impressed with how they look. Age. When Bob opened his bakery, he decided to make simple breads and cookies. They were delicious. That's what I was gonna say on like the latter page where I didn't want to spoil it. So. One day, a fire broke out in Bob's kitchen. What's his reaction to it? My reaction will be, ah! His reaction, oh shoot. Not Bob. My reaction, ah! His reaction, oh shoot. Thanks to the dispatcher who immediately connected to a fire department. Go to Bob's! There's a fire at Bob's! Wait, it actually says help, there's a fire at Bob's! Wait, what? I didn't even read it! I might have to do this. So basically, it says, luckily a customer saw the fire and they quickly rushed to find help. Help! There's a fire at Bob's! They yelled. A shopkeeper nearby heard the cry and immediately dialed 911. Help! There's a fire at Bob's! She said. Thanks, said the dispatcher, who immediately connected to the fire department. Go to Bob's! There's a fire! I love how it's just called Bob's Bakery. Like, it's such a perfect name. A fire at Bob's! Responded the chief. We're on it! All hands on deck! We've got a fire at Bob's! Because you haven't said it enough on this page already. Called the chief, and the firemen jumped into action. In very short order, they had a fire out of the bakery. In very short order. Was that pun intended or no? I can't tell.
Probably.
Thanks, said Bob. Just thanks. I was like, thanks, said Bob. I just thought it was interesting. A few days later, a fire broke out in Larry and Michael Johannes von Sloop's kitchen. Oh shoot. Just like casually. Oh shoot. Thought Larry Pentacle Johannes von Sloop. They have the same reaction. The same exact. Oh! Luckily, a customer saw the fire and they quickly rushed to find help. Help this fire at Larry Pentacle Johannes von Sloop's. I'm just gonna call him Larry for this page because I can't say that every single time.
Well, that's part of the fun.
A shopkeeper nearby heard the cry and immediately dialed 911. Help! There's a fire at Larry Pentacle Johannes von Sloop's, she said. Pardon? Asked the dispatcher. I said there's a at Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloops. Okay, thanks. Tell the dispatcher who immediately got to the fire department. Yo, to Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloops. There's a fire. A fire at Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloops. And I think like 99% of the reason, because I don't think his bakery shares the same fate as Bob's. Because they have to say Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop every single half second. Fire at Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop's responded to Chief on it. All hands on deck, we've got a fire at Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloops. Where? Asked the fireman. Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop, said the chief. Page. And the fireman jumped into action. As you can imagine, all the Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloops had slowed things down quite a bit. I was right! So when they got to the bakery, it was too late. Shoot, said Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop. Losing his bakery got Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop thinking. It made him think about why his brother's bakery was saved and his was not. It made him think about a lot of things. Maybe fancy and formal is not so special, and maybe simple and friendly is not so plain, he thought. When I stop speaking, that means page. When Bob saw what had happened, he said to Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop, "Hey, Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop, would you like to come work with me in my bakery?" Larry Bendeco Johannes von Sloop replied, "That would be awesome. And you can call me Larry B." Now the two brothers were happily away in their bakery, making delicious breads and cookies. It is simple and fun and nice.
Oh.
Every once in a while, Larry V takes time out from his not so busy day to sit and write stories. One day, he sat down and wrote this one. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for. I don't even know. There's another book for some reason. We're getting close to 20 minutes, guys.
That's okay.
If there are any kids watching, I'm just gonna say, hello.
Pink is a good one. Pink is one of my favorites. That or a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember a little bit. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be one of the last books we read, if not the last book. So
today.
This is gonna be a series that I make either daily or weekly. I still don't know. The story about Ping. You know, it might actually help if you hold it. Just quickly.
Let me get my soul.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young duck named Ping. Ping lived with his mother and his father and 2 sisters and 3 brothers. Wait for it. And 11 aunts. And 7 uncles. And 42 cousins. Yeah. Anyway. Their home was a bow of 2 wise eyes on the Yanks River. Each morning as the sun rose from the east, Ping and his mother and his father and his father and his sisters and his brothers and his aunts and his uncles and his 42 cousins all marched. I know I said fathers like more than twice. One by one down a little bridge to the shore of the Yanks River. All day they would hunt for snails and little fishes and other pleasant things to eat. But in the evening as the...
Page?
Yes. That's what I'm humming. Then the sun set in the west. We call the master of the boat. That sounds like a cooler title than it actually is. Like, he was just called Captain. Master of the boat. Quickly, Ping and all his many family would come scurrying. Quickly they would march, one by one, up over the little bridge and onto the wise-eyed boat, which was their home on the Yanks River. Ping was always careful, very, very careful not to be last, because the last duck to cross over the bridge always got a spank on the back. But one afternoon, as the shadows grew long, Ping did not hear the call, because at that moment, Ping was long side up trying to catch a little fish. By the time Ping was right side up, his mother and his father and his aunts were already marching, one by one, up over the bridge. By the time Ping neared the shore, his uncles and his cousins were marching over, and by the time Ping reached the shore, the last of his 42 cousins.
I think it's best if you hold the book.
Yeah, maybe. And by the time Ping reached the shore, the last of his 42 cousins had crossed the bridge. Ping knew he would be the last. The very last duck he would cross the bridge. Ping did not want to be spanked. So he hid. So, because he didn't want to be spanked, like, just simple, I don't know. Like, it's not that bad. So he hid. Ping hid behind the grasses, and as the dark came and the pale moon shone in the sky, Ping watched the wise-eyed boat slowly sail away down the Yanks River. All night long, Ping slept near the grasses on the bank of the river with his head tucked under his wing. And when the sun rose up from the east, Ping found he was all alone on the Yanks River. There was no father or mothers, no sisters or brothers, no aunts or uncles, and no 42 cousins to go fishing with Ping. So Ping started out to find them, swimming down the yellow waters of the Yanks River. Also, his entire family is white and he's yellow. As the sun rose higher in the sky, boats came, big boats and little boats, fishing boats and beggars' boats, houseboats and raft boats. And all those boats had eyes to see with. But nowhere could Ping see the wise-eyed boat which was his home. Then came a boat full of strange, dark fishing birds. Ping saw them diving for fish for their master. As each bird brought a fish to his master, he would give it a little piece of fish for pay. I can't tell what kind of birds these are. Like, if anybody can tell, please leave it either in the live chat or in the comments of the YouTube video, because I don't know. I'll give you some time to look it up, if I can actually hold the picture. There we go. Closer and closer swooped the fishing birds near Ping. Now Ping could see shiny rings around their necks, rings of metal made so tight the birds could never swallow the big fish they were catching. Swoop, splash, splash, the ringed birds were dashing here and there all about Ping, so down he ducked and swam under the yellow water of the Yanks River. When Ping came out to the top of the water, far away from the fishing birds, he found little crumbs floating. Tender little rice cake crumbs which made a path to a houseboat. As Ping ate those crumbs, he came nearer and nearer to the houseboat. Then, splash! There in the water was a boy. There's a capital B for some reason, because that's apparently necessary.
Show him.
I can't show him and read it at the same time. A little boy with a barrel on his back, which was tied to a rope from the boat, just as all boat boys on the Yanks River are tied to their boats. In the boy's hand was a rice cake. Cried the little boy, and up dashed Ping and snatched at the rice cake. Quickly the boy grabbed Ping and held him tight. Quack, 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 quack. Alright, Ping. Yelled the little boy. Ping and the boy made such a splashing and such a noise that the boy's father came running, and the boy's mother came running, and the boy's sister and brother came running. And they all looked over the edge of the boat at Ping and the boy splashing in the water of the Yanks River.
Don't forget to show him.
I can't show him that one reading. boy's father and mother pulled at the rope which was tied to the barrel on the little boy's back. They pulled, and up came Ping and the boy onto the houseboat. A duck dinner has come to us, said the boy's father. I will cook him with rice at sunset tonight, said the boy's mother. No, my duck is too beautiful to eat, cried the boy. First of all, what is that? Like, is he bald? Like, I can't tell. No, my nice duck is too beautiful to eat, cried the boy, but down came the, I don't know what. I see so much stuff on the screen at the same time. A basket all over Ping, and he could see no more of the boy or the boat or the sky or the beautiful yellow water of the Yangtze River. All day long, Ping could see only the thin lines of sun which shone through the cracks in the basket, and Ping was very sad. I would be too. After a long while, Ping heard the sound of oars and felt the jerk of the boat as it was rowed down the Yangtze River. Soon the lines of sun. I cannot say the word sun right today.
Don't lean on your computer. You don't want to end your video.
Sunshine. Soon the lights of sunshine which came through the cracks of the basket turned rose color, and Ping knew the sun was setting in the west. Ping heard footsteps coming near to him. The basket was quickly lifted, and the little boy's hands were holding Ping. Quietly, the boy dropped Ping over the side of the boat, and Ping slipped into the water, the beautiful yellow water of the Yangtze River. Then Ping heard this call. What? What even? Ping looked, and there near the bank of the river was the wise-eyed boat which was Ping's home, and Ping saw his mother and his father and his aunts all marching one by one up over the little bridge. Swiftly, Ping turned and swam, paddling towards the shore. Now Ping could see his uncles marching, one by one. Paddle, paddle. Ping hurried toward the shore. Ping saw his cousins marching one by one. Paddle, paddle. Ping near the shore, but as Ping reached the shore, the last of Ping's 42 cousins marched over the bridge, and Ping knew that it was late again. But up marched Ping up over the little bridge, and Spank came to spank on Ping's back. Then at last Ping was back with his mother and his father and 2 sisters and 3 brothers and 11 aunts and 7 uncles and 42 cousins, all again on the wise-eyed boat on the Yangtze River. So guys, that was Storytime with Gunner episode 2. If you guys want to see more, just tell me. I don't know, I guess so. See you guys in the next one.
Wait. Be sure to like.
Be sure. Shut. Quiet. Okay, so be sure to follow me if you want more. Well, be sure to follow me if you want to get notified.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, what?
Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, or something. I don't know. My mom's going. My mom's going crazy, but anyway.
Stay tuned for more.
Stay tuned for more.
From Gunner.
Okay, I get it. Anyways, guys, guess I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, so what are you doing now that you just got them on a gravity check of what you're doing?
But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next.
Looking for a button.
I'll see you guys, and I guess bye.